The golden lion tamarin is a small monkey native to the coastal Brazil. Sometimes called a golden marmoset, it has a long tail, reddish-gold fur, and a dramatic mane that frames its face. Due in part to a shrinking habitat, the golden lion tamarin population has dwindled dangerously near extinction, but intensive conservation efforts over the past few years have pulled it back to endangered status. Currently, less than 3,000 individuals occupy the rainforests of Brazil's southern Atlantic coast. Females typically give birth to twins. The golden lion tamarin has a high risk of mortality, close to 50%, in its first year of life. This type of monkey has an average lifespan of 10 years in the wild. It mainly eats fruit, nuts, and small animals. It has claw-like nails rather than flat nails like other primates. A pint-sized monkey that lives in the trees, the golden marmoset has a luxurious, long reddish-gold coat that covers its entire body except for its face and paws. A ruff of fur frames its furless face and sweeps back over the ears like the mane of a lion, lending this New World monkey an exotic appearance. It also has a hank of red-gold whiskers on each cheek. The tamarin's paws resemble hands, but rather than flat fingernails, or ungulae, like those of humans and other primates, the tamarin has claws, which are also called tegulae. These help it dig into tree bark to get the insects it eats and to cling to branches as it travels through the treetops. The weight range for golden lion tamarins, the largest Leontopithecus species, is between 482 and 680 grams, 17 and 24 ounces, so they are about the size of a gray squirrel. Tamarins measure 15 to 25 centimeters in length, 6 to 10 inches. Their tails add about 32 to 40 centimeters, 12 to 15 inches, to their length. Males and females are usually similar in size and weight. Like squirrels, the tamarin travels on all fours, scurrying between tree branches 10 to 30 meters, 29 to 100 feet, above the forest floor. It digs into cracks in the tree bark for insects. It pries into small holes with its deft, hairless fingers. It then shares whatever food is available with its family group. These arboreal creatures are social within a core group of up to 8 relatives. Like other monkeys, they groom each other, and the young ones play together. The mating pair in each family group is typically monogamous for life. Golden lion tamarin families are part of larger troops that mark their territory with scent to ward off outsiders. They also vocalize whining calls to warn of danger. When they are in an aggressive mode, they arch their backs, open their mouths and stare. They make peeping calls when feeling friendly. These golden marmosets also have a trilling call in their vocabulary, which they use to let others in their troop know their location. They may cluck when searching for food, and screech in delight when playing. Groups of tamarins re-nest often as another measure to evade predators. They will nestle in the hollows of trees, bed down on a nest of vines or another sheltered spot high in the treetops. Their typical daytime routine consists of foraging for fruit and nectar in the morning and then catching insects in the afternoon. In the late afternoon to evening, they choose a new sleeping spot. Golden lion tamarins live in 3 small regions of southeastern Brazil. Their rainforest habitat has shrunk to less than 3% of its former size due to human activities and encroachment. All 3 locations are wildlife preserves: Poco das Antas Biological Reserve, Aneo Biological Reserve, and a privately owned reserve that works with the Reintroduction Program, all in the state of Rio de Janeiro. Different troops have made adaptations to survive in various types of terrain. Due to a fractured habitat, Some live in lowland coastal rainforests while others prefer forested hilltops or wetlands along Brazil's southeastern coast. These tree-dwelling primates eat a diet of foods available in their rainforest canopy habitat. Because they are omnivores, they eat both animal and vegetable matter. For example, everything from spiders to small lizards finds its way into their diet, depending on local availability and season. They also feast on flower nectar, tree fruits and flower petals. Their main criterion in choosing their food is whether it is small enough for them to handle. As they eat and digest fruits and flowers, they naturally disperse the seeds throughout their habitat in their feces, helping to maintain the abundance of the environment. They enjoy unique adaptations that help them dig into tree bark for the insects they eat. Their slender fingers have claw-like nails rather than the flattened ones specific to other types of monkeys and to humans. These adaptations have another purpose as well. They make it safer for golden lion tamarins to travel through the treetops because their claws help them get a safer grip on the branches, reducing the risk of dangerous falls. A few of the animals that share the rainforest with the tamarin, or golden marmoset, prey on it too. Large birds of prey, raccoon-like coatis, snakes and margays, small Brazilian wildcats, all pose a threat of predation to the golden lion tamarin. Human activities nearly drove tamarins to extinction in the 1960s, and they remain a significant, ongoing threat to the population. Clear-cutting tamarin habitat for valuable wood products and charcoal making has diminished tamarin habitat by 98%. Additional destruction of habitat due to urban sprawl further decimates the tamarin's homes. Ranchers who cut down forestland to create grazing fields for cattle are another threat to a number of native species, as are big agricultural conglomerates expanding their farming operations. In the past, the illegal trade in golden lion tamarins further challenged conservation efforts for this small, attractive species. Poachers captured them to sell as pets and zoo exhibits. The strength of the current conservation movement has minimized this once pervasive threat, however.